Right after the final credits of Waterloo rolled, I sat there thinking about what I had just witnessed. This isn't just another historical film, it's a living history lesson about one of the most decisive moments in Napoleon's life and European history. Made in 1970 with no CGI, no special effects, and an insane 17,000 real extras on location, the battle scenes alone are something you rarely see today. In this honest review, I'm going to break down the story, the performances, what makes this film so special, its few weaknesses, and give you my final verdict on whether it still deserves your time more than 50 years later. Waterloo is a 1970 epic historical drama directed by Sergei Bondarchuk. It stars Rod Steiger as Napoleon Bonaparte and Christopher Plummer as the Duke of Wellington, alongside Jack Hawkins, Virginia McKenna, Dan O'Doherty, and Orson Welles as Louis XVIII. The film falls into the history and drama category and runs for 2 hours and 3 minutes. Before we dive deeper into the story and my thoughts, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to The Movie Hunter. It helps me a lot. Thanks for joining. The story follows the exiled Napoleon Bonaparte, played by Rod Steiger, as he leaves the island of Elba, returns to France, and reclaims power during the period known as the 100 Days. Facing the decline of everything he has built, he leads his army into a final confrontation with the British forces under the Duke of Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Along the way, we see key figures on both sides, the political tension in Paris, and the careful preparations for the decisive clash. The film takes a largely neutral stance, showing the courage, decisions, and heavy losses experienced by soldiers and leaders from every army involved. It moves at a deliberate, dramatic pace and delivers a powerful sense of historical weight mixed with grand-scale warfare. Now, here's where I share my honest opinions. What I really liked about the movie was how it works as both a film and a history lesson. It clearly shows how Napoleon returned to power, the events that led to Waterloo, and why this battle became the end of his greatest chapter. The most fascinating part for me are the battle sequences. Shot on location in Uzhgorod, Ukraine in 1970 with no CGI and no special effects, they used 17,000 authentically dressed extras, still the largest number of costumed extras in any film. Watching real armies move across the field feels incredible even today. Rod Steiger is very good as Napoleon, but Christopher Plummer as the Duke of Wellington shines even more. Overall, this is a very strong historical drama that deserves to be seen. On the flip side, the film can feel a bit slow in the quieter political and preparatory scenes compared to modern pacing. And while the critical score is low, it comes from only a handful of reviews, so it doesn't fully reflect the experience for many viewers. Still, these points didn't take away from the power of the big moments for me. My experience with Waterloo was mostly positive and impressive. Critics and audiences have had mixed to positive reactions. On IMDb, the film currently holds a rating of 7.3 out of 10 from around 15,000 users. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 27% tomato meter from just 11 critic reviews, while the audience popcorn meter sits at a much stronger 83%. Many viewers especially praise the massive practical battle scenes, the production design, and the performances. Despite the limited critical sample, the film won several awards, including BAFTAs for Best Costume Design and Best Art Direction, and the David D. Donatello for Best Film. Looking at the bigger picture, Waterloo succeeds strongly in recreating a pivotal historical moment with real scale and authenticity, and it struggles slightly with slower dramatic stretches. It's the kind of film that feels like a document of both history and old-school filmmaking ambition. My final score for this movie is 8 out of 10. I would recommend it to viewers who enjoy epic historical dramas, Napoleonic history, or large practical battle sequences that modern CGI still can't fully match. Thank you so much for watching my review of Waterloo. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you seen the movie? What did you think about the battle scenes or the performances of Steiger and Plummer? Did you agree with my score or have a different take? Let me know below. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with other movie fans. Until next time, keep watching great films. See you in the next video.